I'm Bernica. Welcome to Keeping It Real, Keeping It Conscious, and Keeping It Positive. I'm here at beautiful Lily's on the Lake, located at 846 West Osceola in Claremont. My special guest today is Nina. She is from Social Flair Marketing. Hi Nina, how are you?
Oh, I'm so great. How about yourself?
Good, thank you for being here.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Good, all right. So today, on the eve of Halloween, we're talking about facing our fears and what are some of the things that people are scared of that makes them afraid to start or launch a business. I want to give some props out to our set director. He did a wonderful job setting up our
we have some
here.
Beautiful candles in here and everything.
So tell me a little bit about your business, and also tell me about how it relates to your purpose, and also what you did to overcome your fears.
So I definitely wasn't the person who knew that I was meant to go into business before. Mm-hmm. I didn't know my actual purpose 3 years ago when I felt like I was living somebody else's dream. And when I finally realized that I had a different purpose in life and the fear of me being lonely was keeping me from doing that, I decided to step out and move away. And the fear of being lonely kind of was true because I was lonely, but it was a blessing in disguise because while I was lonely, I finally learned how to be myself and the things about myself to love. And from there, I kind of started finding out my purpose in life and finding, what I really love to do.
Okay, good. Was it like what you love to do? Was it something that you'd always loved to do like a long time ago, and now as an adult, it really came to fruition? Like, how did that all get developed?
I had a mixture between psychology and business when I was younger, and I chose psychology for a different route because it kind of made me want to know why people think the way they actually do. And when I went through the medical route, I quickly realized it wasn't for me, and I joined real estate. And through real estate, I came up with an idea to start my first business.
Okay.
And when I started my first business, we began to, get new clientele. We began to talk to people. Then I quickly realized that was my purpose in life, was to start businesses and to go into that as a career. So during that time, I actually I withdrew from my master's degree to follow my career in business.
Okay. So before you started your career in business, before you started your own company, were there certain things that you were afraid of? And can you share that with us?
Oh, I have tons of fears. The number one fear you may think is women in business, is definitely a huge fear. And especially I'm a short woman in business. So I'm like, those are not two great qualities in the beginning. But you think that was the biggest fear I had to overcome. Mm-hmm. But like most people in business, I had so many other fears that I had to overcome. And one of my biggest fears that I had to overcome was public speaking. Mm-hmm. Because I wanted to be able to get my message across to people in a whole different way. So in order to get over my fear of public speaking, I joined, we have one in Claremont. It's Claremont Toastmasters.
Okay, awesome. I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're a great organization too. So I joined Toastmasters, and in my first day, they asked me to go in front of the room and they asked me a question, mm-hmm. and I had to answer it on the spot.
Do you remember the question? Do you remember what they asked you?
Oh God, I don't know what it was, but I remember standing there and I probably almost fainted. My face was red. I remember I couldn't move. I must have been going like this just to get everybody's mind off of myself. I try to picture everybody in their underwear, but that doesn't work. Yeah. And I maybe rambled for 2 minutes, but after I sat down, I had this huge sense of relief, and I did it again, and then I went back next week, and then I did it a third time, and each time that I went, my face got a little less red, I wasn't as dizzy, and by the fifth, sixth time, I actually made sense when I spoke.
Yeah.
So, fears like that you go out and you actually do, it helps conquer those fears.
Yeah, I think, people think when you first start something, anything, that it's gonna be perfect, and that's like the biggest fear. But you really have to understand that when you first start something, it's not going to be perfect. You're going to make mistakes, and that's part of the process of learning and growing, you know.
Oh, 100%. If I didn't make the first mistakes that I did in my business, I would have never went into business. If I didn't go and push myself to do this first business and do all the mistakes that I've made, I wouldn't have been able to do my second one that is actually successful now. To be a successful person in business, you have to make mistakes because you're never going to learn from them, and plus you get amazing ideas afterwards.
Absolutely, yeah. Sometimes like your biggest failures could be like the best thing that ever happened to you.
Oh, it definitely was, because I failed maybe 10 times in a row till, to realize what I needed to do in order to be successful. And people don't even push for that first time. And they're unhappy with things that they're doing now, but they won't overcome that one time and realize how much better they feel doing that than they would a day doing something that they hate.
Yeah, so people really have to face their fears, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you have a quote that you live by? Do you have something that helps motivate you, something that, reminds you like you need to face your fears and get through it?
Oh yeah. My favorite quote, when I first saw this quote, it completely spoke to me and everything that I was doing in life and knowing that I was finally living my life. And this quote is, "Life begins at the end of your comfort zone."
Yeah, life begins at the end of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. Right.
Yeah, because my life didn't start until the day that I decided to be myself and follow my passion.
That's awesome.
And get out of my comfort zone.
Awesome. So you have a marketing company. Can you tell me a little bit about it and how people can reach you?
Oh yeah, so Social Flare Marketing, social media company, and we specialize in small businesses and large businesses as well. You can find us on Facebook. We also have an event here at Lilies on the Lake. That is November 10th, and we'll be teaching people how to start up business pages, and we'll actually walk you through the steps and how to become successful in social media. You can also visit our website at socialflaremarketing.com.
Awesome. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here at the beautiful Lilies on the Lake. I look forward to coming here again.